I'm from the
Same place as trap music, this that first react music. They can't hold me back, I'm feeling good cause I'm black music. Can't nobody touch.
Good evening and welcome back to Cigar Sundays Live, where we define, examine, and analyze words, sayings, and phrases used in American culture. And tonight, we will be smoking on greed. So grab your thinking caps and get ready to smoke on words with two big nerds. Myself, Chef Earl Pearl at DBCHEFTV, and the God, Ali Dawood L at BK Soul Farm. And we are the Cigarden Panel. Peace, God. How you feeling?
Peace, God. Y'all feeling pretty good, man. How about you?
Yeah, blessed. You know, to see another day. Always thankful for that. Each and every day. And yeah, just trying to live by the words that we say: peaceful, positive, and productive. You know, we try to do that. And how we always look at it, just like, if you trying, then you ain't failing. Failure is to not try. Look at one of our episodes, the episode of failure. I can't tell you what number it is, but we're gonna keep on going. As long as y'all keep on showing up. And smash that like button, by the way, and also share the content, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell. So when we go live, you never miss an episode of Cigar Sundays Live. And also, y'all, make sure to head on over to www.bksoulfarm.com and pick up a copy of 160 Self-Sustainability by Ali Dawood L at BK Soul Farm. Link is in the description. Also, y'all, we got same great ribs, next level flavor, ribs on the run 2.0, bold flavor, made to go. Perfect for events, parties, catering, and more. All right, real ribs, real flavor, real good. 984-331-6946. Scan the QR code to get yourself 2 ribs on the run 2.0. And then also, don't forget, y'all, subscribe to DB Chef TV to win $100 cash. We give it away each and every third Sunday live right here on Cigar Sundays Live. But what you got to do is subscribe at DB Chef TV on YouTube. We want to show love to you for showing love to us. And like we always say, if money's tight, it's all right. We're going to still love them if they do what, God?
Smash that like.
Smash that like button. Let's go ahead and get into tonight's questions for the word greed. So we got greed, y'all, for tonight's smoke. And we got 5 questions. We always ask our first house question before we go and dig up the definition. So our first question is, what do you think of when you hear the word greed? Our second question, where is the line between ambition and greed? Third, can a person be greedy with things other than money? 4, is greed about wanting more or about refusing to share? And then 5th and final, last but never least, is the word greed bad, good, or misunderstood? You know what you're going to have to do. You're going to have to stick around to the end of the show for the Cigarden Panel to let y'all know. And then we got some really good flavor bombs. So please stick around, hang out. We encourage you to answer the questions and interact in the chat. And yeah, we're going to go ahead and get to our first question. What do you think of when you hear the word greed? The God Ali Dawood L at BK Soul Farm.
Peace, God.
Peace, God.
That 4th question is interesting. I like it a lot. You got me thinking about some things. But when I think about greed, the very first thing I think about is wanting more than you need. right? Where you have everything that you need, you have enough, right? You have reserves, you have your safety net, you are comfortable, you are successful to the point where anybody on the outside looking in be like, man, those are goals. And to say that that's not enough, I need more than that. And now you are not enjoying the actual things, right? You just accumulating more things, right? I think that's the first thing I think about is wanting more than you actually need, right? And not actually being able to. I mean, unless your actually enjoyment is actually in collecting stuff.
Yeah, I mean that's a
Right?
like that's what. Yeah, go ahead, guy. I ain't gonna cut your knowledge, but
That's the thing. I can't knock that, right? But if that ain't your thing, if you actually um looking to enjoy, right?
because I'm like, who's to say you looking at that person saying, oh, you got more than enough? Like, who are you to say what they got? How you know what they know they got enough of? Just for another side of the coin. You know what I mean? Like, they might have their reserves, they may have their rainy day, they might have all of that, but that might not be what that might not quench their thirst. They may, you know, and
So
somebody else looking at that doesn't have that may look at that and say, well, you got this and you got that and you got this and you got that. Why that's a hater. Is that not is this a thin line between that? Or why they not focused on trying to get their reserves and their things situated versus looking at what you got, trying to figure out if you got more of this or more of that? I'm with you though, God, but it's like it'd be two sides to that though, where it get tricky.
so it don't get tricky for me because I only deal with the things that are applicable to me in real life, right? So when I got people that I talk to that have done 25 years in the military and are set to retire, and they have accumulated so much stuff that they now regret how much they have, because now the job that they have to go out there and get to maintain their stuff, right, just adds a whole nother level of stress that they was actually looking forward to avoiding in retiring, right, because they didn't manage themselves properly, and now they are overburdened, right? And I've talked to several people that just don't manage themselves to me correctly enough to where, because this is my thing, right? If you managing yourself correctly, you're not complaining about your situation, right?
Yeah,
Like,
that's a complainer, but but clearly they put themselves in that situation.
everybody does though,
right? That's not everybody don't do that.
For the most part, I'm talking about for the most part, everybody put themselves in their own
Right,
situation.
right. So that's why it can't just be for you or for me, right? Because individually we think ahead. We think, we purposely do that. We purposely think for the future. Like, we know tomorrow isn't promised, but we're not trying to do anything today that if we get to it that we can't handle.
Facts.
So people don't think about that, and that to your point, people don't think about that. But what I'm saying is, it's like that's one unique case from the people in the military versus in the general census, where there is another side of the spectrum where people will we all judging stuff, right?
Yeah, no, I
And
wasn't
people will
necessarily
do
judging
that.
though. I was just pulling from my example of what I thought about when I think about greed.
Right, I said people, not Ali
Yeah,
judging.
that's true.
Right. Yeah, people judging, not Ali judging. I'm saying that, and you are pulling from your personal experience, and that's why I'm saying that's unique, specific. Like, I agree with that. I have military people who I've heard that communication with too, because they didn't. We talk about this in financial literacy. A lot of people don't realize when you retire, you ain't getting the same amount of money.
Mm, mm, mm.
you know. So if you don't plan for that, then you will get into a situation where you have accumulated more than you can afford to maintain, because if you can't maintain it, then you can't afford it. And now your pay is reduced, and now you have to deal with trying to come up with the rest that you need to meet that, to sustain yourself with all that stuff that you got.
All that stuff.
Yeah, you know. So yeah, that's big facts though, God. Like, yeah. But you good. What you know? What else? What else do you think of when you hear the word greed, God?
I think about I don't know. Like, so that's pretty much it. Like I guess it pretty much ties into everything else, right? And wanting more than what you need, right? What you can handle. Just because you want it, right? For whatever reason that is. That's what I think of. It's just an overburdening yourself. It could be women, it could be other relationships, right? Like, you know, people could just be, I love women, or the women can be like, I love dudes. I just want more, right? Like, I think that's only a problem if you're taking other people's. Like, you ain't going, if you're not going out there just getting your own randoms. You actually plotting on somebody that you know and say, I want this, right? I see them being happy, so let me get some of that.
Their lady.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
If she gave it, he didn't take it.
No, yeah, 100% fact. 100% fact.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He might be foul for trying, for introducing the idea, you know what I'm saying? But if she gave it, then
100%.
He definitely didn't take it.
100% foul, and he wrong for that, or they wrong for that. But that's what I got, God. Like, just want more than you need, want more than you can handle. Right.
No doubt. Y'all let us know in the comment section, what do you think of when you hear the word greed? The guy Ali said, more than you need, more than you can handle. Man, greed is just become, it's become something like, I be looking at selfishness more than, I'm kind of like at a cross with greed, because of some of the points that I was saying, like, like who is the determiner of what you are satisfied with, other than yourself? Who's to limit that? Who's to say, I seen the thing where they was talking about, like, Elon Musk was worth $1 trillion, but then it was like, only 200, or only 2 billion of that, or maybe 200 billion. I don't know which one it was.
You know what? It's ridiculous.
So it's a lot of numbers. He balling for sure. Like, but he also has, I think, like 13 babies.
Yeah.
He has a large family. So I saw the point that the other guy was making, and the young lady on, I think it was on Good Morning America, or one of them shows, The View. I think it was The View or something like that. And I was looking at that because I understood his perspective. The guy who was responding, can't think of his name either. He's a tech guy, but he was saying, like, the rest of his money is creating jobs and employing people and stuff like that. The other part of his liquidity, or his actual, money that he can access, like, that's his. Okay. So people would say, like, well, you have all that money, why don't you do this? Why don't you do it? Well, maybe in his brain, he's like, I'm building a legacy because I got 13 children. I don't know who's gonna be a drug addict. I don't know who's gonna be, this. Yeah, who gonna be a knucklehead? I don't know. Like, he got 13 of them. You think all 13 gonna be sharp? So
he's just a genius.
Yeah. So it's like, so I'm looking at it from that, like, he got 13 you know, he got a legacy that he's worked hard and created, and now he's trying to pass that on, you know, to them children. And who knows which one or which two or which 10 or which five, or, you know, how that is going to play out. So who am I to sit back and look at him and be like, he greedy, you know, like he got too much money, why he ain't doing it? When he's not a politician, you know, he's an inventor, and he got a big family. So am I supposed to say, am I supposed to be in a space where, you know, now I'm sounding jealous or envious, like I'm not gonna do my due diligence to work as hard so I can get to where I think I have enough, you know. But
But
it
I
but
think,
that just,
I think that's what it is, though, God, for the people that do say that, like specifically by somebody so far away, like an Elon Musk, right? For them to say like, oh man, he already got enough. He should do this. I think they are jealous. They are envious, and they don't think that they can achieve that level of greatness, or a level of greatness that represents their life. Right? I think that they're looking at that as like, you know, it's so bright, like that's the sun on earth, and that I get to talk about. You know what I'm saying? And it's just it's like it just hate, right? It's just self hate, talking out loud.
self-hate talking out loud. Um, yeah. That's what it seems like. It's like, you know, and then he made a good point. He was like, well, you got 30 million. You ain't handing out no, you know, you ain't doing no turkey drives. You know.
It's
Like what
only
you
30 million though.
yeah.
Not
Oh, it's only 30. Okay. You know. But I don't know. But when I think of the word greed, guy, I'm just kind of like, you know, I'm at a place where I'm just like, okay, um, when I look at greedy, like, okay, this is where I use greed. This is the way I've used greedy. So, like, let's say I'm cooking some food. Let's say I'm at the crib, right?
Mhm.
I'm at the crib. I'm with you, the bros, whatever. We having to get together. I'm cooking. Okay. I'm not burning the rice this time. All right. But I'm cooking, right? And then people's coming through, and they eating, but I'm still cooking,
Mhm.
right? So like to me, it's like we ain't blessed the food yet. We ain't served the food yet. Like y'all greedy. You know, you acting like you gonna starve. You know, to me, greedy is like, and no disrespect to overweight people, but like hearing a fat person say they hungry.
Mm.
You know, it's like, are you for real? Because if all the food stops, I'm gonna die before you. Like if you got 300, 400 pounds on you, you got more body weight to lose before I do. You know, so like you ain't starved. Oh, to be like, I'm starving. No, you not. You fat. You can miss a meal or two. You know, for your not being negative, but for your health. We want you here longer. We want you around long, you know. So that to me is like when I think of like greedy, I have reduced it from people achieving goals that they want to achieve, and whatever material or success or wealth comes from it, to simple things like that, like, you know, like hearing people say stuff like, oh, I'm starving, and it's like you can miss a meal, you know, like I'm never starving, you know. um and it's not because it is because I have abundance and have access to food, you know. So like I'm never starving, you know. I may be hungry, like, yeah, I didn't eat since I might have been fasting, like I ate something yesterday, and then maybe I just had like a little bowl of pistachios or something like that in the evening, and then I got up and got so busy during the daytime that, like, you know, that yeah, like I just didn't eat, like food wasn't on my mind. And then when you sit down, like, oh, you know what? I'm hungry, you know, but I'm never like starving though, you know.
That happens way too often.
So to me, it's like, you know, when I hear the word greed, the other one, American greed, right? When we see that, when we see those, you know, I think of scamming too. you know, because that TV show, that's one of, I don't watch television like that, but like when I do, like just be chilling sometimes and I got some brain cells to burn, like I'll watch it, man, for greed, you know. But I look at that like scamming, like, oh, they must, like, that's what happens when you get greedy. But I'm like, they was committing crime anyway. So were they greedy or were they just scammers doing criminal activity in the wrong in the first place?
In the
You
first
know,
place.
like what made them, that made them greedy for even trying to go and scam people and run that play, you know, instead of putting in the work and learning how to do it. Like people put all that energy into something negative when it's like, well, maybe if you would have went to school and worked your way, like, and put that same energy into it, then you would have been successful at that thing.
You know what, God? I think what makes them greedy is them not having an exit strategy, like them not having a goal to, if I save or if I earn this amount of money, then I can go do this next thing. I don't have to do this no more. I think what makes them greedy is the constant need to keep doing criminal activity over and over and over again for that money, and not having a in at all. Like it's just, I just need more money and I can't do nothing else but criminal activity.
But I can't do nothing. I can't do nothing but do crime. My mind don't think beyond crime.
If it's legal, that's just going. Illegal just sound like it's gonna take too long. I gotta wait 2 whole weeks. I gotta do 80 hours worth of work.
Right.
They gonna take taxes out. Oh my God, I'm a responsible adult.
I'm allergic to legal. Greed. Allergic to legal. I don't know. Who knows? But yeah, but that's what I think of when I hear the word greed. It just, you know,
like that. Allergic to legal.
Allergic to legal, right? But y'all let us know what you think of when you hear the word greed, y'all. And please smash that like button. We're gonna go ahead and bring up the definition for greed. So we can find out what it's supposed to be. What is greed supposed to be? Okay. So we have greed, taken from the Merriam-Webster dictionary. Greed, it is a noun, a selfish and excessive desire for more of something, such as money, than is needed. Okay, then it says motivated by naked ambition and greed. I never heard of naked ambition. Greed for money and power.
Naked ambition, God.
What is naked ambition? Is our ambition supposed to be clothed? Is it supposed to have a schmuck on or what? Like, what are we supposed to do with our ambition?
When I see naked ambition, and especially after reading that definition right there, I think somebody that don't have a clear goal and they just want more. They just want the spotlight. And
Could it be prostitution? Naked ambition?
Naked ambition. Oh my God. Like,
you know,
but it's because it say motivated. It say motivated by naked ambition and greed.
Well, I mean, you got to get them in to get them out to get paid. So I don't know. You know,
you just want more of stuff. That's crazy.
Well, let's go check out the thesaurus and see how greed is given to us. And
naked
greed
ambition should have been blue, son. Like, that should have been something you can click on.
Right. It makes it colloquial, right? It makes it seem colloquial. You know, you got naked ambition, Ali. What? I took a shower today and I'm cold. What are you talking about? Naked ambition. It sounds like that might be a good fragrance or something to put on. That might be a cologne. We might come out with a new fragrance, naked ambition. You know, So greed is given to us in what? How do you pronounce this guy? Avarice.
Avarice, yeah.
Avarice.
Yeah.
Avarice. Okay. An intense selfish desire for wealth or possessions. Avarice. We don't use this word colloquially. Avarice.
We'd be arguing. Is it avarice?
Is
Is it avarice?
you know, you're gonna get that one person. I don't even eat rice for real. I like pasta and potatoes. Like what? What? But let's see what we got. We got avarice. All right. Greediness. Rapacity.
Yeah.
Rapacity. Acquisitiveness.
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 Yeah,
Acquisitiveness.
Yeah.
Cupidity.
Yeah.
Desire. Covetousness. What's that? Covetousness?
Yeah, covetousness. I like that.
Covetousness. Okay. Rapaciousness. Adversariness. Avariceness. What I say? Adversary. Where I get all that from? Avariceness. Okay. Hunger, thirst, appetite, avidity, materialism, possessiveness, lust, craving, commercialism, graspingness, gluttony, longing. What is that? Mercenariness. Okay.
Weird.
Mercenariness. Passion. Selfishness. Avidness. Avidness. Self-interest, egoism, egotism, veracity, yearning, drive, yin, hankering, itch, pinning. What is that? Ravenousness. Piggishness, self-centeredness, gluttonousness, self-regard. Hankering. This is crazy though. A lot of these words we see used, like I've always heard somebody say like, man, I got a hankering for a good steak. It's like, do I have to now look in and say, stop being greedy?
Stop being greedy. Commercialism, God.
Yeah, commercialism.
Like that one caught me. I was like, huh.
That's wild too. We got the lust aspect when you was talking about, somebody trying to, get some cookies that ain't theirs. Egotism. I don't know how that ties to greed. Egotism. How does egotism tie to greed? You want the spotlight? Is that it? You want the attention? You want attention.
You want all the attention.
You want all the attention.
Not because egotism, like, so you got to be the center. Everybody got to be talking to you, about you, with you. You it's not just a spotlight. You got to have the spotlight. Like, you the main character.
Okay.
I've been seeing a lot of that main character stuff after that episode.
After that, it's been popping up, right? It's in the algo. It's in the algo. I wonder how do you balance egotism and egoism with greed when, like, let's say, okay, so like we do this podcast, this our podcast, right? This is me and you.
Mm-hmm.
We do this together. So then, now, like, on a podcast that I have where I'm by myself, is it egotism? Is it egoism? Am I greedy? You know, because like I would love to have a co-host. You know what I'm saying? Like I would absolutely love it. You know, like I'm not, you know, like contrary to popular belief, like it took a lot for me to dig. It took a lot for me to dig to just be doing this now, for like people to even see me. It took for me to get my ego out the way of I don't be online. I don't be all in the, you know what I'm saying? All on,
Yours and mine both, God.
you know, so like it took a lot for me to be like, you know what, why not? You know,
Yours and mine both. Like,
and I still struggle with it, you know, but we're gonna make it do what it do.
So I think it'll only be ego even if on this show you be like, this is my show. I think that's when it'd be ego. And then like the next show be your show, like it was all your show. I mean, not even ego, because if it's your show,
like, you know what I'm saying? Like you know, like if it's a single,
it's crazy, guys. Weird.
Yeah, like if it's not if it's not the Cigarden Panel, you know what I'm saying, with all the people on it, and it's just, you know, it's like, how is that ego? Like I understand why this thing is this avarice is you know.
So this is what I can't say. I don't know what you could possibly do to actually be greedy in that scenario, but I can think of a bunch of different ways somebody can look on the outside looking in and assume and just make assertions. If like, you know, he over here, you know, with me, and he over there by himself. You know, you gotta get a couple more shows and dot. Like I can see somebody saying some dumbass stuff, but
not
really,
understanding that.
Like, but you actually doing the work. Like you actually,
yeah, God, like
I don't get it.
Not seeing that it's the DBCHEFTV network, you know,
it's the whole thing.
Yeah, like you just looked right past that, right? Oh, we got this one, and okay. So we see it's multiple things happening here. It's not just a one trick pony.
Nah.
Okay. So any of these other words, mercenariness, this is crazy though.
Materialism.
You know? Materialism.
Like that's a tricky one too, right? Because you need stuff.
You do need stuff, right?
You know what I'm saying? How much stuff is too much stuff? That goes back to what I was saying about the people that I know that acquire too much, and now they got to do too much. Not too much. They got to do more than they actually want to maintain what they have. Right? Like they would rather be doing less, but they can't because they got so much stuff. Right?
They got too many bills.
they got too many bills, right? Like,
yeah. They
like especially if one of those big bills is your house note, and you mess around and can't pay that. Like it's not like a credit card where they can just, you know, you just get bad credit, you know. But where you live at, you can.
I mean, you can downsize. You know, people can get rid of stuff. Like I used to drive a Range Rovers and Mercedes. Now I got you know what I mean? Like I don't even need all that no more. You know, like I did that, been there, done that. I'm gonna get back to what
downsizing is one thing. I was talking about not paying. Like you gotta pay. You gotta pay.
Yeah, you gotta pay. Mess up your credit now.
That's what I was talking about. Like
you can't get nothing else. And you're gonna get repoed, you know. Man, you stuck like Chuck for real, you know. But definitely though, like when it comes to the materialism, you know, I think I had that lesson in materialism and those things, and that was part of that learning the difference between obtain and afford, you know. And if you can't maintain it, then you can't afford it, you know.
And that's so clear.
Because you feel good about having it, but is that But I realized like that thing was what other people thought.
Yeah.
It wasn't me, because I swear that wake up call, the Mercedes not so bad, but that Range Rover though, man, every time I went to the dealership, I was depressed. Every single time, it was like, how much is this gonna be? How much is that gonna be? How much is this gonna be?
It's fly though.
It's what? On my way back home, on my from the dealership back home, stop at the Dollar Tree to give me some noodles, some top ramen, because yeah, ain't no steak. Ain't no Roof Chris.
I just put it in. Left that at the dealer.
Yeah, they got all that. I'm gonna have to wait till payday.
Yeah, right. Like,
so nah, so we over that. We smarter, not harder anymore. But and I think I probably was being greedy at that point in time. I don't think I was being selfish. Well, I was being selfish to myself, because I felt like, what, I deserve this. I'm supposed to have this. I think a lot of people go through that, and it causes them to make foolish decisions even for themselves.
Yeah.
Like it's a way to be selfishly irresponsible. Not making wise choices. That's what that looked like. We saw that hunger thing, and that's what I was talking about with, like, I don't know. I ain't gonna go back down that road. I don't want to get. I don't want people to think I'm fat shaming.
But it does fit what you're saying, though, right? Like,
Yeah.
like we still cooking. The food ain't ready yet.
Yeah, it's just a couple of wings, man. Stop tripping. I just want a little spoonful of right or the this or the that, man. Let me just taste it and see what.
I would 100% be one of them cats you be hit with a spoon.
It must be a New York thing, because
100%.
it must be y'all people from Brooklyn too. I'm just gonna say, I know I have 3 people that I love. One is not with us, but 3 people that I sincerely love from good old Brooklyn, and they know I'm talking about them. The other one ain't here, and you just put yourself in the blender. But yeah, it must be a thing. But
it's a thing, God.
But definitely, desire, like, I guess when desire becomes flagrant or intrusive.
So when I see that, when I see desire, again, I see when it's not purposeful, right? Like you just have desire. You just want something. You don't want to make a house a home. You just want to keep buying property, right? You don't even want to become a millionaire. You just want people to be able to say, man, I got 10 houses. I got 5 houses in the Poconos. Just, like, that's what I see when I see desire. Just no desire, no real goal. Just a feeling of go.
Okay. But I would think if you got 5 houses somewhere, then you trying to get that M, because you definitely got it in net worth. Yeah, like
10 houses, you got an M or 2.
Yeah, on paper you got that. And especially if they all cash flowing, then you got somebody else paying the mortgages. So I mean, paying a note on them. So
and now you got enough money to give to the homeless.
Slow down. We can volunteer our time and do some things, but you might have mouths to feed.
Oh, do got that.
You might have some mouths to feed. They got itch. What the itch is? How does the itch give you the greed? The itch.
Itch. I got an itch. It's like a saying, I guess.
I've only heard it. I've only heard. I mean, other than when something actually itches, a scab or a cut or a bruise or a bite, a bug bite or something. You know,
Like when my palm itch, they say you're supposed to be getting money, right?
I'm gonna say wash your dirty hands.
Nah, son. Like
Oh,
that's the
itchy
whole thing.
palms.
That's the whole thing. That's the whole
Yeah, I heard that guy. I still tell folks to wash their hands, dirty hands. Your hands itching because they dirty.
thing. Like, nah, that's
When was
funny.
the last time your hands were itching? When was the last time your palms itched?
I
Palms
ain't got
ain't,
no money in a little bit.
you know what I'm saying? Palms ain't supposed to be itching.
I
That's
don't know
not
about
what
the
palms
itch.
do. That's not what palms do. But I don't know. I don't know what's going on with the itch though.
Yeah,
Um,
itch and even hankering. I'm looking at again, and I thought that was like just you just wanted something, or you're just thinking about something, or
that's it. You know, like I'm itching to go on this vacation. I'm itching to go to, Dubai. I'm itching to go to, you know, Aruba. I'm
that's
itching to
greedy.
go.
That's greedy.
Yeah, like it's
Like because you got tickets and you already know you're going.
right. You just waiting on the day, Everything's paid for, everything's booked, everything's paid for. I'm itching. I'm ready, dag. It's kind of like, like even like Liberty. Remember Liberty? You was itching to go on Liberty. Everybody waiting for the
100%
Liberty
was
fight,
itching to go on Liberty.
you know? Like, damn, they ain't make the pipe yet. Damn. Damn, they ain't make the pipe yet.
Yeah.
Now all personnel to all hands. Like, oh man.
What are you talking about? What are you talking
Like, damn, we've been waiting for like 3 hours already. Damn, you gotta have an all hands.
We ain't get off till tomorrow.
Then they're gonna be like, well, make sure everybody walked through and sweepers got done right. Like, damn, like we do sweepers every day.
You gotta do the safety stand down.
Right. Make sure everybody know the recall numbers and the numbers through the shipment and all of everything. And like, come on,
Come
family.
on, we got it. We got it.
Come on, man. So
Oh,
yes,
yeah.
I seen itching. I just haven't seen that in,
But that didn't seem greedy though. Like that just seemed like you've been on a boat and you've been
right.
you ready to go. Like
It didn't seem like a selfish
like
or excessive desire.
yeah, like you seem it's deserving. Like yo, son, it's liberty. Like the word itself is deserving. I think.
Right. Right.
Right? Like yeah, that's not yeah. That wasn't. I don't know how that's greed.
Yeah, like here, an intense selfish desire for wealth or possessions. I'm just like, I'm trying to possess some off time for a little bit.
Hell yeah.
You know? Like that's really all I'm trying to do is just possess a little libo,
You know what I'm saying?
maybe sit on my own sofa for a little bit instead of sitting next to this guy or that guy or Sneaky Palms or Boogerfoot over here, like
Oh man. Oh man.
or Itchy Palms.
That's so funny.
Definitely. So, oh no, oh no, it's wild, but yeah, y'all. So we got greed, a selfish and excessive desire for more of something such as money than is needed. Um, I don't know. Y'all let us know what you think. Um,
I wonder which one of
about
those
greed.
words. I wonder which one of those words meant naked ambition.
I wasn't getting negative ambition from any of them though, guy. I'm like, I wasn't getting naked ambition from anything, other than maybe the lust.
Yeah, right.
Because we even saw passion And it was like passion, greedy passion.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like having a passion for something, you know. I've been told like, well, you know what? How we've heard it used, right? So we're passion, like you're not passionate enough about a certain thing. Like, are you passionate enough about it? Um, and then how that is usually interpreted is like, do you want it bad enough? Is your hunger, are you greedy enough for it? Do you want it bad enough? You know, because because I've only heard, well, I've heard it used both times, like when people say, you know, they're really passionate about that subject, you know. But are they being greedy? Are they being selfish because they're passionate about something? Even when the way we communicate about certain things, they'll be like, oh, you know, how we live in a culture where it's like, it's not what you say, sometimes it's how you say it, right? People focus on how things are said. So a person may say, well, don't allow your feelings to be hurt on how it's said, because the person is communicating it passionately. They're passionate about it. So that's why it may come out as um not tactful, not as tactful as they would like it,
Not nice.
you know, or not kind, right? So yeah, you know, like that could be the passionate. We get that, you know, like it's just too many.
But even that don't even sound greedy per se. Like
That don't sound greedy though.
like that don't sound greedy. Like this, because even that sounds like a hater looking at somebody talking about why they like their job so much. Like
Right.
like why they like doing what they doing so much. Like I don't know. I think passion would be negative if you didn't eat and then you lost nutrition or whatever because of your passion, or you forgot to sleep or something like that, or you didn't call your moms or something like, because you're so caught up in what you're doing and a year went by or whatever, or months went by. I don't know. I think if you sacrifice something that you need to survive or to thrive for what you're doing, I think passion is bad then. But if you don't die, I don't know, like because you can always eat later. You can always, like God, God willing, you can call your moms later, right? Like you can, like,
If you get, I mean, it's all in if you get a shot, you know.
you know what I'm saying? Like,
You could go, moms could go.
yeah, like anything happens. Like,
Phones could service could get disconnected.
yeah,
It's the end of the world as we know it, you know. So any of these things could happen. But yeah, I don't see greed and passion though.
yeah, I
Like
didn't see
it's
that.
confusing. So man, let's get to question number 2, God. Y'all please make sure to smash that like button. Where is the line between ambition and greed? It's naked.
now, now, just going off the definition, with the definition being that greed is having an excess of what you need. I think ambition is the pure desire of what you need, right? Like you're reaching for the thing that you need, like um your passion, like your goal is to get this thing because this thing is now will sustain your life and allow you to maintain your life going forward, right? It'll be a rung that you can stand on and be another foundation. I think that's ambition, another rung that can help you, propel yourself, right? Um, Greed being a definition of having more than you need, I think is you're on that rung, and now you hanging off and holding on, and you still reaching for the one higher, and you can barely hang on to the stuff that you got. Um, and you just mismanaging your resources, being your biggest one being your body, right? Yourself. Um, that's what I think. I think that ambition is achieving the things that you need, and greed is more than that. It's too much, exactly.
Ambition is achieving the things that you need, and greed is saying, I need a little bit more. Okay. Yeah. All right.
Well, according to the definition, it was excess, right? Not even a little bit more. You need a lot more.
Yeah, I need a lot more. Right. But see, that's where I'm kind of like, I don't know, God, because the ambition is like, okay, how bad do you want it? And like from playing sports, from growing up playing sports, the most the people that excelled at the sports were the most ambitious, the most greedy. I would say, like, when people volunteer, you saw the lazy people. When coach would be like, come on, let's do this, they'd be dragging their feet. The person who was ambitious was like, nah, I'm ready to do that. I want to exercise. I want to run these drills. I want to do that.
They're thinking about the NBA at some point.
At least they thinking about it.
They thinking about
it. Right. But they trying to, but they're participating like that is the goal.
Correct.
And or the NFL, MLB, soccer, MLS, anyone they try and go through, tennis, Wimbledon, Venus and Serena, and all them good folks. Arthur Ashe, y'all don't know about Arthur Ashe now, but yeah, it's I don't know, because see, like when I'm looking at the selfishness, I have a different, it says an intense selfish desire. And they put it on money, such as money. But they do say of something. So when you put it on something, it's not just limiting it to money. It's allowing to broaden the spectrum, to place another thing there other than money.
Yeah, so money was just an example, yeah.
So I'm like, so like if you got a goal that you're trying to reach, where is the level of limit? What's the limitations that are supposed to be put on that? Like I could say, like, okay, let's say if somebody wants something they didn't deserve, okay, and they're willing to do whatever it takes to get it. But then you might ask me, well, why you think they don't deserve it? I might have my opinion and say, well, they ain't worked to get that. It's other people who worked harder to get that. But then you look at it and be like, well, they found a way to get it anyway. So then are they greedy? Or was it a way for them to have it anyway, and they had enough ambition, so they just found a way to get there? So I don't know, because it's not looking like it's a moral thing. You know how you always say, like, we don't have no universal moral foundation or code,
This looks super personal.
Yeah, it's like it's personal, right?
Super personal. I mean, it say us selfish, like.
So I don't know, like to me it's a blurred line. I think it's not naked. I just think it's it maybe got it got a lace. It's wearing lace. You know, it's wearing it's see-through something. It's some fish something. It's not all the way covered up, but you can see through it. You know, it's looking provocative. Oh no.
Yeah, nah.
It's looking provocative. But y'all let us know what y'all think. You know, where's the line between ambition and greed? Moving on to question 3. Can a person be greedy with things other than money? Of course.
Yeah. Yeah.
Of course. What does that typically look like? Greedy with other than money.
Fat people.
Don't use my we punch. Oh, the fat folks.
Somebody who is spreading STIs and STDs, right? Like, just can't get just can't deal with dis-ease alone. They gotta tell a friend to tell a friend, right? I think that's that's greedy. I don't know, besides sex and food, because they said materialistic. I don't know, like, because it kind of go back to what you were saying, like, you know, how much is too much. And I guess what I would say, as far as like clothes is concerned, if your closet can't handle, you know what I'm saying? Like, if your stuff, if you gotta keep reconfiguring of your stuff is, like, you know, falling out. Like, if your closet ain't big, if you can't fit the stuff in the closet, then I would say that's too much stuff, right? Because you can't wear all of that stuff in a month time. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you know what I mean? Like, that's a lot. Like, that's a lot of stuff, right? But what, like, as you were saying, like, as far as with the money, like, you can have your own goal, right? Like, your goals for financial literacy and mine is different, right? I might just need to only have $10,000 saved, whereas you like, nah, son, I need 100,000 over here. I need 50 over there, and I'm like, word, that's what you need, but all I need is 10 bands right here, and I'm Gucci, right? And that should be the end of the conversation, really. It shouldn't be me trying to convince you, nah, son, what you need 150 over there, what you need 100 over there, 50 over there, 20 over there for, that's too much money. That's too much savings.
That shouldn't be the conversation.
Nah, hell no, that shouldn't.
Yeah, that shouldn't. But to ask why will be informative.
Yeah, and whatever my reason is my reason, right? Like, like I don't have a good reason to turn down getting more money right now. So
no, but you know, like, you have that amount of responsibility.
Correct. I do agree with that.
Then you need that amount of safety net.
Correct.
You know? Correct. So that person with the 10, if they live in an apartment and they ain't got no, you know what I'm saying, and they don't have, they don't have a lot of responsibility, they don't own anything.
Yeah, I got less responsibility. There you go. I got less responsibility than you got, so I don't need.
That's it. That's fair. And then asking, being inquisitive would be like, well, why do you need that much? Would be like, okay, to share with them your logic for saying, I have, you know, I got a homeowner's insurance deductible, you know, that's a few wow, you know what I'm saying? That's 5 to 10 that we just need to have. We don't need to go looking for that from
nowhere. They got to exist.
So, right. So your 10 that you need to sustain for you, like, I need that 10 just in case something happened, and I need to not go put it on a credit card, not to go borrow 5 from Ali, 4 from Mark, 2 from this person, 3. I need to not do that. I need to make sure that I'm secure, that I can, if something was to happen in emergency, I got that to go give. You know, I got that to satisfy what that needs. So, like, things like that, yeah, that would be education to the person. But if they talking about why you need all that, that sound like, man, I'm about to stop function with you ASAP. Cause you a pocket watching ass hater, you know,
Correct.
who ain't on nothing and ain't trying to elevate yourself. I could learn you something, you know, but I'm not gonna be here, you know, while you slick hating, trying to play friend, but in the meantime, in between time, you really just hating, pocket watching, and talking about what I don't need and what I don't have when clearly I don't have the same problems as you. You got $10,000 problems. I got $100,000 problems.
Totally different problem, right? Like
Totally different problem.
and that's not a hit on a $10,000 person. Like again, lifestyles are just different, and we have to accept that you live $100,000 lifestyle and I live a $10,000 one, and if I'm comfortable in my $10,000 one when I woke up this morning,
you winning.
That should be enough for me. I shouldn't see what Pearl got 100. I need to step it up. I'm short 90 grand.
You know, but competition. It's competition out here, God. You got to be in competition with your you can't work together with your friends until you need to be in competition with them. You know, I don't know. I don't know. You know, I'm not cut from that cloth. You know, I'm cut from that soap rag that grandmama smack you in your mouth with if you cuss. You know, so
and darn was a cuss.
If you got slick. So yeah, I'm cut from that cloth. I ain't, you know,
it couldn't get slick at all.
Different fabric. But yeah, y'all let us know what y'all think. Can a person be greedy with things other than money? Man, I think people can be greedy with things other than money, like let's say like time sometimes. I think some people can be greedy with time, where they don't make enough time for other things that they don't think are important. I think that I've been guilty of that before, you know, where you know, where even with some of my family members, like, man, like, why you don't be coming to this? Why you don't be coming to that? Why you don't be coming to this? And I had my other reasons, you know why, but sometimes, like before, prior to like my last, you know, family event, you know, I really had to make sure that like my mental space was right in being around certain people. So it could have been perceived as being greedy. And I would say, you know what? Yeah, I was probably just like, you know what? No, I'm gonna be selfish with my time. You know, like if you want to come kick it with me. Come to where I'm at. You know, because I'm not gonna go fake kick it with nobody. Like I just don't fake kick it. You know, like that's just not me. I'm not from that school. I'm not from that class. I never was like that. I ain't have a whole lot of friends growing up. You know, Nana Via tell you that I ain't bring a whole lot of people to my house. You know, it was the same faces. We was cool. We kicked it. We still felt, but most of us friends to this day. You know, maybe a few they got on some funny stuff, but they know what it is. You know what happened. So I think with my time, I think I think even now with my time, I'm still a bit greedy because I still have some friends that they do certain things that I don't agree with, how they spend their time, you know, their activities. And I ain't on that. So I have to be selfish with my time and greedy with my time in that space. I think for you know, here's me justifying it. But for my own safety, you know, for my own mental health, for my own personal well-being, you know, just because like I enjoy the life that I have worked hard to build, you know. I enjoy the freedom that we have, you know, And so to me, it's like, yeah, so I gotta be greedy with my time, um, in order to stay sane, in order to not get caught up in other people's bad judgments or other people's, whatever they got going on, and I'm not a part of it. So yeah, I think I'm guilty of that. I think I have been. I think I'm working on it in other areas, with spending more time with family, as relationships become better, because everybody be acting like everything be good, it's all peachy and everything. Like, come on, family, like we're black in America, man. You got some messed up folks. You know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't always on the same page. All the hugs ain't real at the cookouts,
Facts.
So, you know, I just keep it a buck. I ain't tripping. I still love them to death. We gonna ride for them if somebody play with them. But but I would like for us to ride for each other in other ways versus that. We know we can act a fool. It's like, I want to see us doing better on another level. Not just showing up for each other in trauma and chaos. So yeah, I think
Yeah, I'm just hearing what you just said just now, God. All the hugs ain't real at the cookout.
Yeah.
And I'm like, damn, but you should want them to be. Right? Like
I do.
Like everybody should wanna, even if you mad at somebody or y'all got not beef, but issues, like you should wanna resolve them so y'all can get past them as a family, right? Like you should want that hug to you should want the other person to want it to be real too. That's crazy. My bad.
No, you fine. No, you fine, God. I mean, see what I realized though, and then we're gonna move to question number 4 real quick. But what I realized is like sometimes people so used to loving on each other like that because of the trauma that everybody has experienced, the no repair and all of that stuff, the Willie Lynch, the everything, all of it, the growing up and all the social dynamics and whatever they got, sibling rivalries,
Yeah.
their own traumas and all this other stuff, right? It's all thrown in a pot and one. So people will get used to like, you gotta love me anyway because I'm your family. So no matter how I treat you, you still gotta, you know what I'm saying? And Chef Earl Pearl ain't that, you know what I'm saying? Like if
God Ali ain't that.
yeah, like man, look, I don't care if you family, friend, or foe. You know what I'm saying? Like if you ain't showing me the love that I show you, then obviously it's F me. So you ain't leaving me no other choice but to be on that. You know what I'm saying? Like that ain't where I want to be at with nobody. But if that's how you carrying it, then I'm definitely gonna carry it like that with you. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know no other way. I'm not trying to work on that either. I don't think that that's a bad characteristic trait of mine.
You ain't lying.
You know what I'm saying? Like I just, I see danger. That's what I see, and I'd be like, avoid it. So I like to avoid the danger if I can, because some people say stay safe. I'm from that class where, it's like, nah, stay dangerous. You know what I'm saying? So, but knowing yourself though, how dangerous you may be to yourself, I may be a danger to myself, messing with you. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, so we got to keep it cool all the time and just be mindful of that. Just be mindful of that. But yeah, sometimes, be selfish with time. But y'all let us know, can a person be greedy with things other than money? Question number 4, is greed about wanting more or about refusing to share? Smash that like button, please, y'all.
So I'm gonna say it's just about wanting more because I didn't see anything in the definition that suggested that you wasn't gonna share. Because you may need to share in order to get more, right? You may need to partner, you may need to network, you may need to invest with other people and get your share out in order to get more of what it is that you need. So yeah, I'm gonna say it's all about just wanting more. Refusing to share is why I'm like, nah, it's not safe. like that's the word that's tricking me right now, is refusing. But yeah, that's where I'm at with a guy. I think it's just about wanting more, for no real good reason. Just want more.
Have you ever refused to share? Are you triggered?
Nah, just
let me get a little piece of that burger, man. Just let me get a little break off a little piece. Like, nah, here go a couple dollars. Go buy your own. Nah, I just want a piece of your burger. You know?
Yeah. Nah, I'm from Brooklyn. We share.
I get it.
We cut our pizza in half. Like, we cut our burgers in half. Like, I grew up sharing.
Yeah, I ain't grow up in New York, but I would have gave you all the pizza though.
Nah, son, like, we only got $2, right? We got enough for a pizza and a pizza.
Yeah, I wouldn't have spent my $2 on that crap. I always give New York people a hard time with that pizza, man. I don't know how, but it's such a staple in New York culture, though. I'm just like, that is not pizza, man. That is just like a thin slice of flour with some cheese on it.
Yo, man.
But you know, it beats a blank for sure. But man, is it refusing to share more about well, what's our question, y'all? What's the question, y'all? Let's bring it back up real quick. Is greed about wanting more or refusing to share? Man, I definitely agree that it's about wanting more. But I think at some point in time, right, like how the narrative is of it's like when it's greedy and you just want more than you need in that, from that context, then I've heard people say like okay, so you got this, don't share nothing with nobody, you know, like just worry about yourself, you know, get as much as you can, don't worry about if they get something or not, you know. And in that instance,
I've heard that too, actually.
Yeah, you know, in that instance, it's like, okay, well, if I'm the person who's like, well, nah, I don't think, you know, like once I get enough, like I'm okay with sharing, you know, but why are you encouraging me not to share? Like just to keep hoarding, and, you know? And I think we kind of seen that, like, it's a stretch. I'm reaching here. But like I saw that like when the pandemic first happened and it was like people buying toilet paper, you know, and people were like, nah, go buy 50,000, you know, jumbo packs of toilet paper.
I still don't understand
that. And I'm like, you do know you can't plant toilet paper, right? You do know, you do know, like, you know, like you. And if the toilet stop flushing, then you do know, like, you know, you're gonna be pooping outside, right? So but that's a case where, like, I saw, like, you know, and it's, I don't know if people were sharing or not, you know, we weren't without TP. It wasn't a necessity for us. You know, I was looking for rice and beans. You know, till the crop come up, we need something to sustain us, you know.
Hell yeah.
So I'm like, you know, we looking for rice and peas. We ain't looking for no TP. You like I say, I'm from that soap rag that grandma smack you in your mouth with when you say something you ain't supposed to. So like, we can get a rag. We can have a rag for your wash, and we can have a rag for your slosh, and you need to learn how to rinse that rag out, you know what I'm saying? And keep it ready for that. Um, yeah, so it's one of them things where it's like, yes, it is the definition is about wanting more, more than you need. Whatever that something is, whether it's toilet paper, whether it's money, whether it's food, whatever resources, whatever it is, you know. But I do think at some point in time, people do get to a point where they refuse to share. Where there's something that's just like maybe that ego thing that kicked in with the synonym, where it was talking about the egotism thing, where it's just like, well, I worked hard for this. I made this, blah, 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 blah. Like, I don't gotta give you nothing,
Nobody gave me nothing.
Nobody gave me nothing. So I ain't giving you nothing. And I don't know if people, I don't know if people, well, we know people don't self-reflect at all to see if they even acting like that, because I give grace a lot, like I've been hearing that on the internet, like, you got to give grace. I'm like, oh, okay, you talking about have patience with, with people who are slow learners, or stubborn, like, oh, however we classify it.
It's really more stubborn than slow learners.
Right. So I'm like, but I don't know. It's one of them things where, yeah, definitely, it's about wanting more. But I'm at a cross where I see, like, once you get the more sometimes, yeah, then it's just kind of like a protection of it, like a protectionism of it, where it's like, like I can't let this go, or I can't share this because, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get it again. I think a lot of people have that mindset too. It's like they scared to let something go that they work hard for. Like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get this again. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this again. So it's interesting, man. Y'all let us know what you think in the chat or the comment section below, depending on when you're watching the show. Is greed about wanting more or about refusing to share? And yeah, before we get into our fifth and final question of the evening, it's time for the flavor bombs. So let's go ahead and get into tonight's flavor bombs.
Flavor bombs presented to you by DBCHEFTV.
So yeah, first we got we're gonna head down to South Florida, and we're going to Taco Rico owner uses racial slur over YouTubers World Cup Riz. Okay. Down in Kendall, Taco Rico owner, he jumped out there. he jumped out.
He jumped out.
Yeah, he jumped out there. So we're gonna go check that out. Then we got a second story, the second flavor bomb, y'all. We got, where was Yogi and Boo Boo when Junior the Bison crashed out? And if y'all don't know who Yogi and Boo Boo is, then just I may be a little dated, you know what I'm saying? But Hanna-Barbera, had Yogi Bear. And we came up on that, and he had a little friend. They was always stealing picnic baskets. All right. They was always stealing some picnic baskets. And that's Yogi and Boo Boo. Hey, Boo Boo. And Junior the Bison, if y'all don't know, was from 2004 animated cartoon called Home on the Range. And that was Junior the Buffalo. So that's what Bison is, Buffalo. buffalo meat. All right, it's delicious too. I'm having some this evening. Then we're gonna head down to the A-Town, shawty. And we got to salute this beautiful sister, Atlanta Dream star forward, Angel Reese. All right, the Bayou Barbie. She got a collab. She got a Barbie doll coming out. So we got a black
doll.
She got a doll coming out.
Well, that's dope.
Super dope. So we're gonna go and check that out because you know, we love to see black people doing good stuff. All right.
That's
all
fine.
the time.
The video that went viral where a man is seen using a racial slur. The man, an owner of a local taco restaurant.
Sophia Hernandez joined us live outside of that business with more on this. Sophia?
Yeah, Jackie, we are here outside of Taco Rico West Kendall. One of the owners of this specific restaurant was seen in a video that was taken after the World Cup final, and what appears to be a conversation about soccer quickly turns into something more.
Only in Dade, right here. Yep. New York.
A video posted to Only in Dade captured part of the interaction. You see this man talking with a group of Argentina fans after the World Cup final. You then see this woman push the man. Moments later, the man in the green shirt chants while you hear a voice say, moments after that, this man is heard saying a racist remark to the black male.
Oh, you heard that?
All while his partner continually puts her hand over his mouth. This man is the owner of the Taco Rico in West Kendall. The couple appears to have deleted all personal and professional social media accounts. Only in Dade posted this subsequent video of the black male being.
What you got, God? What you got?
Oh, I'm just laughing.
He deleted all his social media. Like, oh my God. Oh my God.
Because he was adamant when he was saying all that stuff, so why he ain't stand on it?
I know. Well,
he was like, "No, I'm saying it." She was like, "Shut up!" Like, "No, I'm saying it." She was like, "Just be quiet." He's like, "Nope, I'm saying it. Damn it, the N word." I think that's what he was saying.
I think that's what he was saying too. I think people be so caught up in saying it, you know, and then when they realize that it's like, oh, I shouldn't have said that, you know, like then they have a, you know, then they have a come to realization moment, like, oh damn, somebody was really offended, you know, but don't really want to face the music. I don't know.
That's crazy.
But let's see what's going on.
Apprehended by Miami Beach police. Police telling NBC6 they briefly detained this streamer known as Mike from Florida.
Not here.
Why?
Not here.
He's known for prank-like videos approaching unsuspecting people. And that's what this customer from Taco Rico told us he sees in the video.
The YouTuber or whatever influencer that he was kind of like getting people agitated or like, you know, kind of to get a response from them. And he did.
Miami Beach police told us that in speaking with both parties and hearing their.
So that's a question I got real quick, guys. So like, he's a rizzer, you know, he goes around and rizzes people. That's what he does. So should he expect to get confronted like that? Should he expect that?
So
not validating dude's response. He was out of pocket.
No,
But you know, that's not my question. I'm just, you know, for clarity.
So to be fair and to be honest, the only thing that I saw wrongness at was when he got shoved in the back. Right. So in my mind, I'm saying he can't be antagonizing somebody that's behind him, that pushes him. So I don't know if I don't think he deserves that. I think if he was, if he got pushed in the front, I would say he would deserve it. Because he's a rizzer. Because he's clearly the person that he's risen.
So what if you're in the middle of the people that you're rizzing? if you in the middle of the people that you're rizzing? Does it matter if they push you from the side or the back or the front? Like they shouldn't even put their hands on you at all. It's just a riz. You
Nah,
know?
that's what I'm saying though, right? Like I think the anybody other than the person that he's directed to is not justified unless they claim in self-defense somehow.
But he should expect this though. He should expect, because like, you know, we see
I
the
don't know. I don't know what he got. I don't know what he was getting arrested. See, so I think he should expect getting.
They didn't arrest him. They did.
Wasn't he in cuffs just now?
Yeah, but he was detained. He wasn't arrested though.
What do you detain him for?
Man, because that's what the police do. They gonna detain you.
Nah. Did the Argentinian guys get detained?
Man, let me tell you something. I'm gonna say nah, but I'm gonna go in the cuffs because I can talk my way out the cuffs. I can't talk my way out a bullet because I won't go in the cuffs. So everybody, to each their own, they can do what they want to do. All right, but I'll go in the cuffs because I could talk my way out the cuffs and explain the situation. But me not going in the cuffs to end up to a bullet, that is what do they have? What's that thing that police officers have? Something type of immunity or something.
Qualified immunity.
Qualified immunity. I don't want nothing to do with that. I don't want nothing to do with a qualified immunity, because a qualified immunity means that he was qualified and he's gonna be immune. And yeah, I'm not gonna be here to riz nobody else. It's a possibility. So me going in the cuffs to have a conversation so that person feels safe because they be scared anyway. All right, then I'm cool with that. I don't have no problem with that. Even if they dead wrong, even if the other person is dead wrong, I'm not going to jail. I already know what happened. So I'm not going to jail. But if I need to be in cuffs, good. I can talk my way out of cuffs and go back on with my life, get another day to riz. But me like, all that, and then I get popped, that's dead. That's the end of it. You dead. Now your story can't be told. It's only one side of the story. So, you know, yeah, that's how it looked. That's what we seeing. But he didn't get arrested though. I don't think nobody got arrested in this situation at all. But he should. I
think whoever pushed him in the back should have got arrested. I think. Yeah. I think that's what. Because if we got freedom of speech and we, there's consequences to the things you say. But again, if you push somebody from the back, then that person is not a threat. Nah, that's not right.
Yeah, that's not right at all.
That's the only part I had an issue with was that part.
For sure.
Officers instructed everyone to end the confrontation. Officers further stated they had not yet seen the video of the incident and were unaware that any physical contact had occurred. The owner, Renee Sagini, released a statement this afternoon, writing in...
Look, God, they was aware that any physical contact had occurred, but they still put him in cuffs, right? You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying, God? So like you going in the cuffs anyway, you know.
Only him.
Even if you didn't do nothing, you know.
Craziness.
Crazy.
Part, I used a racist and hurtful slur, and there is no excuse for it. I am deeply sorry, and I owe a direct apology to the Black community, who I hurt with my words, along with everyone else who was rightly harmed by my poor actions. That language is wrong, it does not reflect who I want to be, and I take full responsibility for it. The franchise Taco Rico also posted several statements, the latest calling the language indefensible and saying they will be conducting a formal review of the West Kendall location to assess the franchisee's continued fitness to operate under their brand. Other Taco Rico restaurants chimed in. The one in Cutler Bay posting this statement, and the
nobody wants to eat. Nobody wants to hang with a racist.
Hell no.
Nobody wants to dine at the racist taco hut.
Yo, man, I was more offended by his apology than what he because what he said was just to that guy. Yeah, I didn't even feel like he was talking to all black people.
He's not.
but his statement, he was like, I apologize to all black people. Right? I'm like, what are you talking about? Now I'm pissed off. Like now.
No,
like,
because he knew he didn't just affect one.
But that's what it's funny because it's interesting because that's what I saw. I saw him have an interaction with another person. I didn't see him have an interaction with a whole race of people. Right? Like until he made that statement that made it about a whole race of people.
Right.
He could have stopped just saying like, yo, I said something that was messed up and I apologize for that. Like that don't represent me. I was drunk. I was an asshole. He could have stopped that at
anything.
Just his accountability, not anything. I got black friends. You know?
I got black friends too. I'm not racist.
My best friend black.
I got white friends. I'm not racist. You know, things people do. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, he apologized to the whole black. He's better than the people were at the UN.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
He's better than the people that were at the UN. You know what I'm saying? Because the people at the UN, them folks at the UN said we ain't apologizing for nothing.
You ain't lying. He apologized to all black people.
So at least he has some moral code and realized he went too far. You know what I'm saying?
After the fact, yeah.
Yeah, of course. You know,
I'm a business owner. What am I doing?
Yeah, because the blacks may not coming in tacos no more. They say, nah, you know what? We're not going to Taco Rico no more. We're going to the other one. So
yeah, because I like the response from Big Taco Rico. They're like, we're gonna investigate that because we don't want no parts of that. Like that was insane. Like my wife's sister is married to. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Like that was his store. That's what this guy's on. This guy's on like that was his store. That wasn't my store. My location. We don't do that.
We don't do that.
We got watermelon margaritas, y'all. They 2 for $1. Come on in. Come get some. For real.
Owner of the Taco Rico in Homestead, posting a video to social media late Monday night.
And it's taken a long time for us to, build what we have built on the reviews, and now we're just getting hammered, on the actual reviews on them being negative. You know what I mean? That's something that had nothing to do with us.
Tato Gonzalez says
you heard him. That's something that had nothing to do with us. That was that store over there.
I don't even know that guy.
Store opened 2 years ago and has had numerous accolades and positive reviews. And the behavior seen in the viral post is not one he tolerates at his establishment.
Everybody's treated the same. My son and everybody, nobody here is better than anybody. So, what happened, getting back to that, what happened, at the moment when I saw the video was very disturbing. And I didn't know how the situation, how much it was going to blow up. But obviously, when things go viral nowadays, it's kind of like, it's hurting all of us.
Yeah. So if you in South Florida, go to Homestead and go to the Taco Rico. Don't
make sure you go to the right one.
Go to the right one. Go to the one in Kendall.
Hey, I like that though, guy. Like when somebody make a mistake, you gotta jump out. Like, yo, that was that guy. Like,
right.
No, that wasn't.
He owned it though after the fact that so that's where you get kudos, man. That's why I say if you can apologize, man, then there is some moral fabric to you, but you did jump out there, Let's jump into this next one.
Now to the frightening scene at Yellowstone National Park. A grandfather out on a walk with his grandson was attacked by a charging bison and thrown at least 8 feet into the air. He was injured, but is expected to be okay. ABC's Melissa Dunn has the latest.
Tonight, these are the heart-stopping moments. A grandfather was attacked by a bison at Yellowstone National Park. The dramatic video posted online by a professional photographer shows a bison, which can weigh more than 1,500 pounds, charging after the 65-year-old, flipping him into the air.
Damn. Did you see that guy?
God, I saw that. I saw
that. Running back. What you doing? What you doing right now? Look, I'm like, God, like, hold up.
I think you doing the only thing you can do is
why he run to the car? Why he run to the car
at Yellowstone National Park?
Look,
the dramatic video posted online by a professional photographer shows a bison, which can weigh more than 1,500 pounds, charging after the 65-year-old, flipping him into.
At this point right here is when he realized, oh, I messed up.
Oh my God, look at that. Oh man, that's hilarious.
It's hilarious. Why we laughing? That is scary. That is he could have died. You know, what if the bison just trampled him after that? You know, flipped him up and then said danced on him.
Why he come from behind the trees in the first place?
He was running through. I don't know. He panicked. He panicked.
I done kept a tree between me and that bison.
Quick, right? Like I'd have been like, pull a car up, because clearly who he was. Yeah, pull a car up. I would have been like, open up the door, like whoever was thinking wasn't thinking. Who, you know, like.
I definitely wouldn't be thinking about outrunning this thing. Like these things be running from like lions and stuff, right? Like they fast.
Man, they battle with the wolves and all that.
Yeah, wolves. Yeah, they fight wolves. Yeah.
The lions, that's a wildebeest over there in Africa. We got bison over here on the range. Man, look at it, man. I'm telling you.
Attacked by a bison at Yellowstone National Park.
Look,
the dramatic video posted online by a professional photographer shows a bison, which can weigh more than 1,500 pounds, charging after the 65-year-old, flipping him into the air.
Damn.
You see the man and his grandchild stop to take photos of the bison. Seconds later, the massive mammal then charges, chasing the family around trees before the man is thrown multiple feet into the air, seriously injuring him. Another video shows the bison running past tents at a campsite before the incident.
Just out there?
The grandfather is lucky to be alive.
People going to camp out at Yellowstone.
Oh, so this could just happen anytime.
I'm just like, man, where's Yogi? Where is Yogi? Where's Yogi and Boo Boo? You know, I see a lot of picnic baskets. I see.
Oh man,
where they at when you need them? This is crazy right here. You know, this is crazy.
Millions of people visit Yellowstone every year to see the park's famous wildlife. Unfortunately, this is not the first time we've seen bison charging tourists.
As for that 65-year-old, he was hospitalized and is recovering from his injuries.
I just want to make a point. Shout out to all my crazy white friends.
I'm like, why would you do that?
Because one thing I ain't never seen was no melanated person being flipped up from a buffalo at the picnic, at the campsite. That is crazy right there, man.
Oh man.
That is crazy. And it seemed like when they snapped the picture, it triggered the buffalo.
Yeah.
It seemed like when they snapped the picture. But I'm just like, whoever was in the vehicle, like, why in their mind, why didn't they think like, get to the car? I don't know why. Like that would have been
it's like all the vehicles just stopped and just watched. Like
yeah, that person drove up. Whoever was in that white Jeep, they had they was like, oh, they watched it. You know, they must say like, oh, grandpa, damn.
Man. I'm glad he didn't die though.
For sure, he was 65. He putting that Medicaid to use right now. He just hit it. That's crazy. That is crazy, man. You know, well, we wish a speed prayers and a speedy recovery to Grandpa, man. Because
you think it could be a lawsuit or no? Or
no, it ain't no lawsuit.
I'm saying like the sue the park, not the buffalo.
No.
Because you went out there, right? Like,
yes.
Yeah, like this real thing out there.
Yeah, like these are animals. This is the white, it's the wilderness. That's what you go out there for the wilderness. They're not domesticated. It wasn't a buffalo ranch, you know, where you go and maybe you can pet one and maybe, you know, you can sample some jerky or get you a steak, get you a tenderloin or a ribeye.
You actually go out there to hunt.
No. I don't think you can't hunt. They endangered out there. That's a preserve. Yeah, you can't hunt out there. That's why they taking pictures. You can camp and stuff like that.
That sounds dangerous. That sounds like this place like Jurassic Park.
Yeah, and they probably tell you don't feed them or nothing like that. You know, you're probably supposed to just allow them to do whatever they're gonna do because that's their home. You're a visitor. You know, but yeah. Yeah. Might want to rethink that camping trip, you know. Might want to rethink that one. Did they get it right? Did they get the nose right?
I don't know. I'm about to buy my granddaughter all that stuff.
Did they get it right? That's what I want, because we want to make sure that it's always 100% black and beautiful, man. Shout out to Angel Reese.
I'm not mad at it, God. Like, I like it.
You know, did they get the lips full enough for her? Because you know, that's a beautiful sister, man.
I like it, God.
Shout out to Angel Reese.
That's dope.
You know, I'm a sucker for a woman with a big nose and some big lips. The bigger the nose, the better. For real. I don't even like skinny nose. For real. As a matter of fact, dude, we got some more pictures of that. Let's pull up some more. Let's see if we got some more pictures of that. That right there. Because I think that's a dope thing, man. Let me see. Yeah, so we can't pull it up at the same time, but we can pull this up right here, God. That's the doll right there. Look, she got edges and everything. She got the little swirls and curls. She iced out. Got the iced out chain and everything on there.
That's fine.
That's so sweet right there, man. Shout out to Angel Reese. Let's see if they got it right. Did they get it right? I don't know if they got it right though. I think they tried it. I don't know. I think they cheating.
I don't know, God.
I think they cheating a little bit. They cheating. They made her when she do the makeup, when she put on the makeup, you know, the makeup do all the slimming and everything. They gave her the makeup face on the Barbie. You know, because it's a doll baby. It's supposed to be.
It is a Barbie. Like it's supposed to be made up and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. But they just could have gave Angel the natural face Barbie though.
Yeah,
You know,
natural face is dope.
Yeah. They could have just gave her the natural face with the fuzzy edges and everything, all that good stuff.
Maybe the next one they come out with, it'll be the natural face Angel.
You know, but shout out to Angel Reese, man, doing big things.
Yeah, that is fine.
We love what you're doing. We love to see that. And shout out to, what's that? The Atlanta Sparks. What's their team name? I think it's
I don't want to lie, God.
What is their team name? I don't want to be wrong on that. Let me see. What's their team name? The Atlanta Dream. Atlanta Dream. Atlanta Dream. Yeah, she a real pretty girl. But shout out to Atlanta Dream, Angel Reese, Barbie doll. Christmas coming. Everybody better go get it. Get that for these beautiful young sisters, man. Get that for the babies, man, so they can be like, yeah, I got that Angel Reese.
100%.
You know. But
you've just been flavor bombed, and now back to our show.
For sure. So y'all, we have been smoking on greed tonight. Please make sure to smash that like button. And we are at our fifth and final, last but never least, question of the night. Is the word greed bad, good, or misunderstood? The God Ali Dawoodell at BK Soul Farm.
Peace, God.
Peace.
So I'm gonna say I like the definition, right? The definition was kind of in line with the way we was thinking. It didn't veer off too much, right? So I'm gonna say that that's good. At the same time, I'm gonna also say it's misunderstood, because when you ask the questions about the line between ambition and greed, and you start looking at the words in the thesaurus, it gets trickier. It starts making you making me doubt and question, am I being greedy? Like, it starts making me think negative when I don't know, it's just weird. It was just confusing, right? So I overall like the word. I think it's good, but I think that there's aspects of it that there's too much. It allows for too much looking at mofos, right? To put their spin on things. That's what I saw a lot of that. Because I just can't find passion, somebody being passionate about something being bad, other than somebody else having a problem with this person's passion. All right, so that's what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say it's good and misunderstood.
Good and misunderstood. Greed is good and misunderstood. Okay. Wow. Man, when I'm looking at the definition, God, the selfish and excessive desire for more of something than is needed, I'm just like, man, like I'm all the way misunderstood about that, because who's to say what you need? You know, like it goes back to that. It goes back to that 10,000, 100,000 thing. Like that person needed 10 to be sustained, to maintain their sustainability. But that other person needs 100,000 to maintain their sustainability. You know, so it's like, who is the judge in that situation to say who needs, you know, like, no, you have $100,000 worth of responsibilities, you only need 10, and this person has $10,000. They deserve the 100,000, not you. You've had it long enough. You know, it's like,
you should be used to it by now.
You know, you should have had another 100,000 by now. Forget about your emergency safe fund. You know, like, it's crazy to me. It's crazy. So, you know, I just think it's misunderstood with all of the synonyms, you know, the avarice. Was that the word? I don't even, you know, the avarice, you know, and then when we saw all of those different things and how they're used, how we use them, colloquially, professionally, in conversation, the application of it, it just leaves greed to be misunderstood, even from the like the American greed, how I was talking about, like, you know, like those people were starting off being selfish in the first place, trying to commit a crime. Like, like it didn't take for them to get caught to be considered American greedy. You know, like they were scamming and being deceptive and manipulative and
in the first place,
and lacking integrity in the first place. You know, so it's just like, was that already not, you know, something that lacked, you know, a level of integrity, of moral standing, you know, a moral compass. So yeah, guys. So I got definition bad. I got definition bad, misunderstood.
Word.
You know. So between the Cigarden Panel, we gave it the trifecta. Is the word
good, bad,
it's bad, good, and misunderstood. You know. So y'all let us know what y'all think in the comment section. And we had 5 questions tonight. What do you think of when you hear the word greed? 2, where is the line between ambition and greed? 3, can a person be greedy with things other than money? 4th, is greed about wanting more or about refusing to share? And 5, is the word greed bad, good, or misunderstood? Let us know what y'all think in the comment section. We always respond to all the comments. And, you know, we would like to hear from you. So we have been smoking on greed tonight. And we want to thank everybody for pulling up and rocking out with us once again on another episode of Cigar Sundays Live, each and every Sunday right here at 8 p.m. East Coast time. Y'all please make sure to like and share this video. Also subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so when we go live, you never miss an episode of Cigar Sundays Live. We want everybody to have a peaceful, positive, and productive start to your week. It's almost time to get them babies back in the classroom, okay? And remember, y'all, be frugal with the school shopping. If you don't know what the definition of frugal is, go look up the definition. Actually, don't even look it up. Speaking to your computer in your hand and say, hey, somebody, what does frugal mean? What's the definition of frugal? And try to apply that to your life. If we could give you some advice, you know, we're not the gurus or anything. If you like something that we smoking on, pick it up, have a smoke. If not, leave it in the ashtray for somebody else to have a smoke. I'm Chef Earl Pearl at DBCHEFTV, always with the God Ali Dabudel at BK Soul Farm, and we are the Cigarden Panel. Until next time, peace, God.
Peace, God.
BKSoulFarm.com, 1016, 160 self-sustainability. Jump on the listing and get yourself together right.
Brunch with the fellas at Brunch Fellas. Bo's Podcast. Bo's on the Table. TVK Podcast. The Veteran Kettle. TLS Podcast. The Love Speak. Sign up for the newsletter and shop merch and clothing at DBCHEFTV.com.